Christian University, your number 10 nationally ranked Central Methodist Eagles. We ask that all players, coaches, and spectators abide by the NAIA Champions of Character values, which are respect, integrity, responsibility, servant leadership, and sportsmanship. At this time, would you please rise and remove your hats for a prayer, followed by the playing of our national anthem. The starters for today's contest. First, for the visiting team on the scoreboard, Southwestern Christian. Number 2, Maddie Heffelman. Number 3, Allie McDonald. Number 4, Julia Ticozili. Number 6, Macy Armstrong. Number 11, Marina Angiolini. Number 12, Haley Tillison. Number 18, Leah Patty. Number 20, Maddie Crone. Number 21, Riley Stanfield. Number 22, Evelyn Nahira. And in goal, number 1, Celeste Lucio. Southwestern Christian is led by head coach Juan De Cios. He's assisted by Ashlyn Halett. And now the starting lineup for your number 10 nationally ranked Central Methodist Eagles. Freshman defender, number 4, Duda Fukalo. Junior midfielder, number 6, Cade Yamaguchi. Senior defender, number 7, Alicia Zamora. Freshman midfielder, number 8, Larissa Azorio. Freshman forward, number 10, Paula Castro. Freshman midfielder, number 12, Delia Letelier. Sophomore midfielder, number 13, Maya Henriksen. Junior midfielder, number 15, Andrea Jimenez. Senior midfielder, number 19, Celine Witt. Freshman forward, number 21, Mariana Barreto. And in goal, junior 00, Max De Armas Colombo. Leading the Eagles today is Tyler Watkins. He's assisted by Judith Gonzalez Oliveras. Good luck to both teams. Bam. Wrong that way.
Am I on? All right. Good afternoon, ladies and gents. Welcome to Davis Field here on the beautiful campus of Central Methodist University in Fayette, Missouri. This is Rachel Moore, Assistant AD and Director of Athletic Communications, bringing you the call for today's action as the number 10 nationally ranked Central Methodist Eagles host the Southwestern Christian Eagles in today's home opener. See, I think Natalie threw starters up for you guys, so you should have seen them. So we're set. We'll have two different camera angles for you today. We'll have a huddle cam, which is way up top, and then we'll also have a secondary camera that's a little bit closer to the field. So have a couple different angles to show you guys. Appreciate everyone coming out to watch. Again, this is the regular season home opener for Central. They opened the season. They had a 2-1 loss to number 4 Cumberland's down in Williamsburg, Kentucky. I believe that was last Wednesday. So looking to get on the winning side of things as we get things started here. Southwestern Christian gets ready to take the field. And we will get started here shortly. Looks like we are just about ready as we get things going. And we are off. Southwestern Christian with possession first here. Ball's going to go back to Zamora. She's going to swing it over to DeArmas Colombo, the goalkeeper. Luculo kicks it up, but intercepted, and Southwestern Christian has possession now. They've got some speed here. Try to send it into the midfield, but Colombo right there to corral it. And Zamora with it now. Zamora, one of just a few returning starters from last year's conference championship team, so a lot of new faces here. And a turnover, and that's going to be into the back of the net for Southwestern Christian, and they take a 1-0 lead just 90 seconds into this game. And just a defensive lapse for CMU, and we trail 1-0 here early. Goal confirmed to be number 2, Maddie Heffelman, and just a turnover in the defensive backfield for CMU, and the Eagles of Southwestern Christian make them pay. So some sloppy defense here to start. We'll see if Central can respond. Zamora's going to send way up high, and CMU's looking to counter quick. Ball into the box. I think that's Witt with it. Turned over. That's going to be a shot by Yamaguchi, just a little bit too high over the crossbar, but that's going to be the first shot on goal for Central. And that ball will go out of bounds, and that'll be CMU ball. I think Duda wanted to throw it in a little bit further up line, but the official said no, come on back. Witt with it. It's going to go out of bounds. I think that's going to be a Central throw, and I would say Eagle throw, but because we have a pair of those today, I won't give you guys much help on the broadcast. So Witt throws it in. Witt with it again. She sends one in. Still around. Southwestern Christian clears it. And that'll go out on Southwestern Christian again, so CMU is going to have possession. See who throws it in. I think that's going to be Fukalo, and it is. Ball sent in way across on the far side of the field. That's going to get corralled, though, by Central. See if they look to set something up. Little give and go. Cleared, though, by Southwestern Christian. Zamora's going to regroup. She'll send that up to Letelier. Back to Henriksen. Henriksen over to Zamora. Fukalo. Castro to Witt. That's going to be deflected, but not enough for a corner kick, so it's going to be a really, really deep throw in. Barreto sends one. She's got some space. Great save by the goalkeeper, though. That surely would have made it even at 1-1. Zamora over to Witt. Witt trying to put the moves on her defender. We'll see if she can. A little bit of push. Witt sends one in. Was looking for Barreto. That's cleared, though, by Southwestern Christian on a header. Zamora. Zamora. Heinrichsen. Another turnover by CMU. Southwestern Christian with it. Good job by Duda. She clears that, and she's got some space. Over to Witt here on the near side. Witt. And a little bit of a breakaway, and they're going to say offsides. I think Witt and Barreto. Zamora just ends up clearing it. CMU's got a little bit of a breakaway. And good tackle, but CMU still maintains possession. Witt. Sent in, deflected. CMU still with possession. And I think that would have hit the side of the net, but good save by the Southwestern Christian goalkeeper. See some conversation happening here with our head official. Stop. Zamora heads that one away. Southwestern Christian still with possession. A little give and go by CMU. They maintain possession now. Swing it back to Heinrichsen. See if she goes over to Zamora, and she does. Kulu here on the near side. Up to Witt. Azario with it now. Looking for Jimenez. Yamaguchi heads it. High boot, and they don't say anything. Witt. I think she was looking for Barreto, but it was a little bit far back on that header, so I don't think so. Dudafukulu with it now. She sends one in, looking for Beretta. We'll see if the goalkeeper can come out and grab it. And she does. Picks it up. So, besides a rough opening 90 seconds for CMU, they've maintained possession for a good chunk of these opening 10 minutes. But just one mistake will cost you, and it did there early on. We'll see if they can respond with a goal of their own. Last year, this was also the home opener. CMU defeated Southwestern Christian 4-1. You had goals by Sandra Jakobsen, Marcella Helena. Barreto. Azorio back to Zamora. Zamora team captain. All-American as a sophomore in 2021. And almost a handball there by Southwestern Christian. Jimenez looked like she had it, but just slips past her, and Southwestern Christian takes possession. They're looking to counter here. A little bit too far of a pass. Southwestern still maintains possession, though. And they've got something cooking here. We'll see if they can send something up, and they do. McDonald. Pass didn't go anywhere, though, so it'll be a turnover. Central regains possession. Azario. Witt over to Barreto. Yamaguchi. Heinrichsen on the far side. Was looking for Jimenez, but the ball just trickles out of bounds. So that'll be a Southwestern Christian throw-in. Throw in. Scramble for it on the far side. Southwestern Christian comes up with it. Witt. McDonald. She's looking for Leah Patty, but that'll be a turnover. Zamora with it now for Central. Heinrichsen. Back to Zamora. Kulu. Turnover throw. Southwestern Christian with possession now. A little bit of an overplay, but Yamaguchi comes away with it. Azario. Over to Jimenez. See if Jimenez can out. And Southwestern Christian's Macy Armstrong. She cannot. Still a throw-in, though, for CMU. They'll move quickly here. Quite a few throw-ins today. McDonald for Southwestern's going to throw it in. Yamaguchi for CMU with it now. Heinrichsen. Zamora. Back to DeArmas Colombo. Zamora sends one up. Looking for a teammate, but can't get past it. So Southwestern's goalkeeper Lucio is just going to pick that one up as Brito is giving her a little bit of grief. 31-38 remaining here in half number 1. Jimenez. Over to Barreto. Central still with possession. See if Witt can chase it down before it goes out. She can. Nice little nutmeg there from Witt. Witt's going to chip one in. Barreto right there. Good job by the goalkeeper, though. Still not cleared yet, though, for Southwestern Christian. Jimenez. Yamaguchi. Jimenez with a little give and go to Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi sends one in. A little bit too high. If we were playing football, that'd be 3 points, but we're playing European football, so it's not, unfortunately. Lucio. Yamaguchi heads it. Teammate Jimenez. Heinrichsen. Over to Zamora. Over to Fukalu. Gives it up for Witt. See if Witt can chase it down. She just keeps it in. And I think that's going to be either a corner or a very, very deep throw-in. It's going to be a throw-in. See me looking to move quickly here. Ball sent out, though. Looks like we're going to have 2 substitutes here for Southwestern Christian. First is going to be number 16. That's going to be Jessica Garcia, I believe. And I think the jersey number under that bib is either 6 or 8. I can't decide yet. Number 6 is already in the game, so I'll go with number 8. Southwestern Christian with a little bit of momentum. A little give and go on the far side. That'll go out of bounds, though, for a goal kick, and we'll have our first pair of substitutions if the official calls it. Says, come on in. So a couple substitutions here early on for Southwestern Christian. Battle for it here on the near sideline. We'll see who they give it to, and they will give that in favor of the Eagles of Southwestern Christian. Throw in. And I think we'll have a foul. We will. Number 18, Leah Patty with the foul, so that'll be a free kick for Central. Heinrichsen. Over to Colombo. Zamora. Kulu. Nice shifty pass there. Ball's going to be sent in. Headed. Still in play, though. Jimenez with it now. Still in the box. Not cleared yet. Jimenez. Deflected again. It's another shot. Yamaguchi. That's going to go out of bounds. So a couple different scoring opportunities for CMU just couldn't quite get their feet all the way on the ball, and that'll go out of bounds for a Southwestern Christian goal kick. But again, good offensive pressure by Central Methodist. If they keep that up, see if we can get a goal here or two. 26:50 remaining here. Just a little under 20 minutes gone here in half number one. Ball's deflected, and that goes into the trees. And that ball is gone. I don't know if you're going to see that anytime soon. We'll have to see. Jimenez on the throw-in. Headed by Southwestern Christian. Heinrichsen. Good defense, though, by Southwestern Christian. Jimenez. Back to Heinrichsen. That ball go out. Central's going to maintain possession. CMU looking for their first win of 2023. This is only the second game of the year. This is their home opener. It's actually our first home contest of the year, too, which is nice. Jimenez to Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi. Nice move. Deflected. And again, another save for Celeste Lucio. She's been busy in these first 20 minutes. She sends that one up high. Kulu clears it. CMU with possession. Back to Heinrichsen, over to Zamora. Kulu. So looking for Castro. Castro maintains possession. CMU with a little bit of a breakaway. And I think that's Castro down there, Paula Castro. She's down and not feeling too good, so we may have a stoppage in play here depending on what the official says. She's up and going. Doesn't feel very good, though. And I think they'll call a Southwestern Christian foul. I'm not sure who it was specifically, but alas, CMU will get a free kick from about the 22, 23-yard line. This will be Larissa Azorio. She had the assist in last week's game against Cumberland's. Kind of a similar spot. We'll see if she can do it again. Official making sure everyone's sorted out over here. Ball sent in. Jimenez. Nothing doing. I think that'll stay with Central Methodist. Witt says that it will. And she's right, so Azoria's going to throw it in again. Azario. Sends one into the box. Kicked and deflected, though. Castro. Again, Jimenez. Kate Yamaguchi. And it's in. So Kate Yamaguchi responds for CMU, and 23-20 remaining here. We are even. Again, Azaria was looked like Jimenez. That ball bounced away from her a little bit and found the feet of Yamaguchi, and she sends that one in and just gets in on that far post, just past Lucio, and we are even here at 1-1 with 23-21 left. couple more substitutions. For CMU, number 9, Stine Lee, she comes in. She replaces Paula Castro. And then number 9 for Southwestern Christian, Estrella Guerrero. She replaces number 21, Riley Stanfill. Yamaguchi. Over to Stine Lee. Jimenez. A little bit of a short pass. Heinrichsen has to come up for it, but she gets it over to Zamora. Zamora. Over to Letelier. Heinrichsen. Zamora. Fukulu. Looking for Barreto. That's going to be deflected, though, out of bounds. And CMU will maintain possession. They'll get a throw in. We'll see who throws in. It's going to be Fukulo. First name is Eduardo, but on our roster sheet, she's got the nickname Duda, so I guess we can call her Duda if that's what it says. If not, they can tell me later. Another throw in for Central. Kulu. Over to Letelier. Back to Kulu. She sends one into the box looking for Barreto. Heads it in. Good job by Lucio, as that's going to be another save for her. And I don't know if we did it as much last year, but it seems like a lot more headers this year for goals scored. I think that might be in part because of Mariana Barreto. So a little bit of a different look than what we've seen in years past. Looks like number 5, Emma Doyle, set to check in for the Eagles. We'll see who she replaces. Cesario was looking for Witt. Cleared, though, by Southwestern Christian. Faculo. Even at 1-1 here. 21-15 remaining here. And we'll have another substitution for Southwestern Christian. I believe that's going to be number 13, McKinley Lee. It is. Maya Henriksen. Over to Zamora. Faculo. Looking for Barreto. Lee. Over to Barreto, and she's got some space. Barreto. And good job by Lucio. She holds her ground. She doesn't back up. She goes right at her and comes away with that. And I think Mariana Barreto just dribbled it a little bit too much. I'd give that a shot and a save. So again, CMU's got scoring opportunities. At halftime, we'll check out the stats and see where we are, shot-wise, goalie save-wise, all that fun stuff before we head to break. But we still got about 20 minutes left here in half number 1. And we're going to have a pair of substitutions. So Emma Doyle for CMU comes in and she replaces Celine Witt, number 19. And McKinley Lee comes in for Southwestern Christian. She replaces number 18, Leah Patty. So a few substitutions here in the first half. Southwestern Christian, a little bit of a breakaway. Good job by Zamora to head it away. Still not cleared quite yet. Zario over to Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi. Back to Letelier. Zamora with it now. Fukulu. Letelier over to Heinrichsen on the far side. And she was looking for Jimenez, but that ball scampers out of bounds, so that'll be a Southwestern Christian throw-in. And Southwestern Christian with a throw-in, and it looks like we'll have one more substitution for CMU. See once they get up to the center line. I think we'll have a foul on CMU. Not sure who it was on, but that'll be a free kick for Southwestern Christian. Tied 1-1 here. Southwestern Christian, Yamaguchi heads it. Jimenez with it now. Sends it back to Heinrichsen. Over to Zamora. Back to Duda. Over to De Armas Colombo. Heinrichsen. To Letelier. Yamaguchi with it now on the far sideline. She dishes it off to Jimenez. Jimenez up to Lee. Lee looking for Barreto. We'll see if Lucio can come out and grab it. She does. It's fair game. She'll pick that up. $16:30 remaining here in half number one. It's headed by Zamora. Southwestern Christian maintains possession though. That ball sent up, but kind of in no man's land. We'll see what Zamora decides to do. She's got offensive pressure. She sends it up to Doyle. Doyle on the near side here. Over to Barreto. Turnover. Southwestern Christian comes away with it. Doyle with Angelini on her. Osorio up to Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi, she's got Jimenez if she wants her. Elects for Barreto. And we'll have another substitution for CMU. Number 11, Lacey Ann Murray comes onto the field. She replaces Jimenez over there on the far side, and she's got a large cast on her hand, so she's easy to identify out there on the far sideline. So she got some action against number 4 nationally ranked Cumberlands on Wednesday. Over to Fakulu. Nazario. Good job by Stine Lee. She gets it back to Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi over to Zamora. Murray. Over to Yamaguchi. Heinrichsen with it now. Emma Doyle. Out of bounds, that'll go the way of Southwestern Christian. $13:45 remaining here in half number one. We're even at 1-1. Goal just 90 seconds into the game for Southwestern Christian. Broke it open early, but good job by CMU and Kate Yamaguchi to respond and even it up at 1-1. Heinrichsen. Letelier. Heinrichsen over to Yamaguchi on the far sideline. Yamaguchi's got a little bit of space. Sends it over to Heinrichsen. Back to Yamaguchi. Gucci to Lacey Ann Murray. A little bit of a give and go. Looking for Barreto. And the goalkeeper falls down. Cleared, though, by Southwestern Christian. And Azario. That'll just go out of bounds. I think that was a shot by Doyle. I think number 5, Emma Doyle, had a little bit of a leg on it. So, but Lucio got tripped up with Barreto. So the goal was wide open, but again, had a couple of Southwestern Christian defenders back. And we're in the right spot at the right time for their goalkeeper, because that goal was wide open. So we'll have a corner kick. I think this is Yamaguchi. I can't tell, though. The box agrees that it's Yamaguchi, so that's what we'll go with. Again, we've got a press box covering our way. Ball sent in. Over everyone's head, though, and Barreto's going to try to chase it down. She does. Zamora right there. Cleared, though, by Southwestern Christian. And they're looking for a counterattack. Turnover, though. Emma Doyle comes away with it. Doyle over to Stine Lee. And Lacey Ann Murray with the shot. She got tripped up, though, so I don't know if they'll give that to her or not. And we'll have a couple more substitutions for CMU. It's going to be number 2, Manuela Pollicini. And number 16, Lauren Berger. Couple more substitutions here for Central. Just a little under 11 minutes remaining here in half number 1. Fakulu overplays it a little bit. Zamora picks it up, sends it over to Daramas Colombo. Heinrichsen to Letelier. Yamaguchi. And Lacey Ann Murray, she's got some pace. It's just her and the goalkeeper will see if she can get it in, and she slips it past, and CMU leads 2-1 here with just under 10 minutes remaining. See if we can get the assist on that here in a second. Lauren Berger in the assist as she dished that off to Lacey Ann Murray, and Murray had some pace on her, and she just beat out her Southwestern Christian defender and was one-on-one with Lucio at that point, and she slips that in the back of the net, and CMU with a 2-1 lead here with about 10 minutes remaining here in half number 1. So after a slow start, first 90 seconds of play for CMU, they found themselves trailing 1-0. They've scored 2 unanswered goals here in the first half. Zamora. Zamora still with it. Up to Emma Doyle. Doyle. Off to Pollicini. Pollicini, one of those substitutions that just came in. Doyle. Pollicini. Fakulu. Over to Zamora. Zamora will see if she tries to reset. She sends that over to Letelier. Looks like we'll have one more substitution for Central. Probably at the next dead ball, I assume. Pollicini. Kulusi just likes to send that up to Darmas Colombo. See if they can get something going as they swing it the other way. Yamaguchi. She's got Berger up the sideline as well. Lacey Ann Murray. Yamaguchi. Official got in the way there, a little bit of a potential offensive push. Regardless, CMU maintains possession. Heinrichsen over on the far sideline. Sends it up to Berger. Heinrichsen. Yamaguchi back to Heinrichsen. Central's defense pinned back a little bit. We'll see if they can get something pushed upfield. Kulu finds Emma Doyle on the near side. Was looking for Lacey Ann Murray, just a little bit of a miscommunication there. And I was going to say that was Pollicini, but I think that was Stine Lee with it. Heinrichsen over to Berger on the far side. Turnover. Southwestern Christian still with it, but CMU battling there at the midfield. 7:30 left here in half number 1. And Central's going to elect to just let that one go out of bounds. So we'll have one more substitution. It's going to be number 22, Jessica Mira. See if the official lets her on, and I think they will. She's going to replace Heinrichsen over there on the far sideline. So Jessica Mira is going to replace Heinrichsen over on the far side. And a lot of substitutions here as we close out first half, and I think that's going to be a foul. It is. Foul on Southwestern Christian, so that'll be a free kick for Zamora and CMU. Just a quick kick back to Colombo, and they're going to swing it over to Fakulu on the near sideline here. Letelier over to Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi, Stine Lee, Mira to Berger. Lacey Ann Murray. She's got a little bit of space. Still a little bit of space. Was looking for Pollicini, but just a little bit too much pace on that ball. And that'll be a goal kick for Southwestern Christian. And again, we might even have one more substitution. I see number 23, Danny Machado, getting instructions from assistant coach Tyler Watkins. Murray. Murray still with it. She had about 3 defenders in her way, though, so that was going to be a little bit difficult unless she had some teammates coming up to help her on the offensive push. CMU still maintains possession, though. Zamora. Over to Fakulu. Fakulu's got a lot of space in front of her. Sends that over to Jessica Mira. Over to Yamaguchi. Was looking for Berger on a little bit of a backwards flip pass, but nothing doing there. And number 23, Danny Machado, is going to come in. We'll see who she replaces. So Danny Machado comes in. She replaces number 12, Delia Letelier. And Mira just sends a ball in, but easy corral by Lucio. Just under 4.5 remaining here. And Fakulu sends that back to Darmas Colombo. Zamora with a little bit of a breakaway. Dishes that off to Berger. Berger back to Yamaguchi. Up to Zamora. Over to Policini. Policini looking for a teammate, Emma Doyle. Have to reset, though. Machado. Over to Stine Lee. Lauren Berger with it now. Berger sends one in. Policini. Got it. Goal. So third goal for the afternoon for CMU. Cade Yamaguchi with the assist. And CMU is cruising here after an early blunder in the first 90. They've scored 3 unanswered goals here. And that's going to be the first goal of the year for Policini. And CMU is cruising here as we close out half number 1. Just a little over 3 minutes remaining until we hit halftime. Say Lee. Southwestern Christian just elects to send that through the back of the net. Back of the goal line. I'm not sure if they meant to or not, but that'll be a central corner kick from the near sideline. And I believe this is Stine Lee from over my ear. I'm blocked by a few walls, which doesn't help me. Policini's coming over now. We'll see if it's just a short kick. Ball sent in. And another header. 4-1 now for CMU. And it is raining down goals here in half number 1. As on a set piece for CMU, Stine Lee sends one into the box, and Jessica Mira heads it home just past Lucio. In the 43rd minute of play here, and CMU is cruising in half number 1. This was the scoreline. This was the final scoreline from last year's home opener. And we've only played one half. Lacey Ann Murray. Nice move there. Over to Doyle. Policini. Excuse me, that was Machado. Now to Policini. Lacey Ann Murray. Over to Mira. Mira up to, thought it was Berger, but it ended up being Yamaguchi. Regardless, it's sent back. One minute remaining. One minute left here in half number 1. CMU looking for more here. Yamaguchi. Berger. Machado is looking for Lee. See if she keeps it in bounds. She does not. But regardless, that'll be a throw in for Central as we just hit under 30 seconds here in half number 1. And I don't know what happened there. She either stepped in before she threw it in, or it was a foul. We'll see. 10 seconds remaining here.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
So halftime hits here in Fayette, Missouri at Davis Field as an early blunder by CMU finds them trailing 1-0 here. But CMU with 4 straight goals to close the half. So we'll take a quick break, guys. We'll give you some halftime stats. You're listening to CMU Women's Soccer here on the Hart Conference Network. All right, guys, welcome back to Davis Field here in beautiful Fayette, Missouri. We just hit halftime here as CMU, the number 10 ranked team in all the NAI, leads Southwestern Christian 4-1. This was actually the scoreline from last year's home opener. See if I can pull up some stats for you guys as we get going. So, besides that one early blunder, CMU has really rolled in terms of offensive production. They've recorded 14 shots, 8 of those coming on goal, compared to just one shot on goal for Southwestern Christian. No saves yet for CMU. Lucio has been busy for the Eagles of Southwestern Christian. She's got 4 saves. CMU's got a couple corners, one offsides, no yellow cards or red cards yet. 3 fouls for Southwestern Christian. Goals by Yamaguchi. She also has an assist in this game. And then the other 3 goals are actually from players that have come off of the bench for CMU, so it just kind of shows you their overall All right, guys, we are back. Apologies about that. We had some technical difficulties with our audio, but we are back and ready to go as we start half number 2 here in beautiful Fayette, Missouri, campus of Central Methodist University here in Davis Field. We'll be switching sides here, so CMU is going to be going left to right on your screen, while Southwestern Christian will be going right to left. So we get things going here. Again, we've got 2 different camera angles for you. Got a higher up angle, and then we've got this angle as well. So a couple different shots for you as we get things going. So, as we get things started, ball is at the midline. Official checks his watch. I think we're about ready to go, and we are. Zamora. Over to Meda. New goalkeeper for Central. It's going to be number 1, Candela Blanco Esteban. Ball sent up. Jimenez comes away with it. The ball's going to be sent in. Still bouncing around. And goal. And I believe that was number 19, Celine Witt. So it didn't take too long here in half number 2 to get started in. First goal of the year for Celine Witt. Let me restart my clock for you guys because no assist on that because it was just bouncing around in the box. So again, good pressure by CMU. Jimenez got that started, sending a ball into the box, and then really just kind of a no man's land for Southwestern Christian. Yamaguchi had a crack at it, was saved by the goalkeeper and landed at the feet of Celine Witt, and she comes away with it, and CMU's got a 5-1 lead here, and just 90 seconds into this second half, very similar, and CMU's looking for more. Yamaguchi. Over to Lee. I believe that's Celine Witt over there on the far side. Everyone's flipped on me, so that ball sent in. Jimenez. Sent back out by Southwestern Christian. Good pressure, though, by CMU. Again, if the scoreline holds, CMU will pick up their first win of the year. I believe that's Azario over there on the throw-in. Looking for Barreto. Barreto, nice move. She sends one in. Goes across the face of goal. No one there, though. Cleared by Southwestern Christian. You guys can see on your screens the clouds have really started to come in because it's really dark on that side of the field. Again, CMU, the number 10 ranked team in the country, coming off a clock stopped. We'll have a stoppage in play. We'll see if we get a card of some sort. Might just be a dropped ball, I think. Not sure what happened there. Official is telling Central to back up. Yep, that's just going to be a drop ball. So, yeah, I'm thinking it's just a foul of some sort. So, Yamaguchi, Utumeda, Zamora. Zamora, 2021 NAI All-American. Conference selection. Lee comes away with it. Lee still with it. Turns it over, though. Possession going back and forth. Celine Witt. Celine Jr. out of Quickborn, Germany. Southwestern Christian with possession. And that ball is just going to be sent high and out of the back of the end zone. That'll be a goal kick for Central. Again, we've got a new goalkeeper in for CMU. Max de Armas Colombo started the first half, and then number 1, Candela Blanco Esteban, came in half number 2. Meda over to Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi to Osorio. Meda. There's Zamora. CMU with a little bit of a breakaway. There's Barreto. Sends it just a little bit high, and I think the goalkeeper got a little bit of a deflection on that. But again, number 21, Barreto, Mariana Barreto, is quite the aggressor. She's had some good goal-scoring opportunities today. But again, in that first half, three of CMU's 4 goals came from players off the bench, so it just kind of shows you the depth of the roster that CMU's got. So it's good to have, especially as you get into postseason play and you're looking to make a run at a conference championship and a national championship. But seems real far away now, as that's November action, and we're just about to get into September. So still non-conference play happening. Celine Witt over to Yamaguchi. Zamora. Again, if you look at CMU's roster, just count them up. There's 19 total newcomers. 8 of them, 27 total. 8 are returners. So, just a completely different team besides just a few notable players from last year's roster. Southwestern Christian has possession now. So some of those notable returners, we've talked about Alicia today, number 19, Celine Witt, and number 0, Max de Armas Colombo. All 3 of those players started. Witt, she appeared in all 23 games last season. She had 17 starts and had a nice stat line, scored 5 goals, dished out 4 assists, and I think we'll have another substitution here shortly. See if we can get that name and number. That's going to be number 2, Manuela Pollicini. So she'll make a quick entrance into this game in about 10 minutes, depending on when the next dead ball is. CMU, the 4-time defending Hart regular season and conference tournament champions in the Heart of America Athletic Conference. Finished last year with a 19-3 and 1 overall record. It's marked their 6th straight appearance at the NAIA National Tournament. They were NAIA semifinalists in 2021. So there's a rich history here of soccer at CMU, especially in the past 6 to 7 years, and that really started in around the 2016 season. Esteban corrals that. Easy save for her. We'll see if Pollicini makes her re-entrance into this game. Mariana Barreto, she scored that lone goal against Cumberland's down in Williamsburg last Wednesday. The assist came from Larissa Azorio on a set-piece free kick. So it seems to be the bread and butter of those two. I expect them to connect a few more times this year. This is Southwestern Christian's 3rd game of the year. They opened the season against LSU Shreveport. It was a 4-1 loss at home in Bethany, Oklahoma last Thursday, and then they played Stevens College yesterday, which was Saturday, but don't have a score or box line on that one, so can't tell you much about that. They finished last year 4-10-4, and they made an appearance at the National Christian College Athletic Association National Tournament in Kissimmee, Florida. So they've got some postseason experience. Southwestern Christian, as Barreto's giving chase. Good job by Lucio to clear that. And we'll have another substitution. It's going to be number 11, Lacey Ann Murray, joining Pollicini. We'll see when the official lets them come onto the field. So Pollicini's been there for about 5 or 6 minutes, so they'll come in together. Katie Yamaguchi, small but fast. She goes through the defense. Was looking for Celine Witt on the far side, just a little bit too hard in front, and Southwestern Christian comes away with possession. Jimenez. Down the near sideline, Jimenez sends one into the box. Looking for Barreto. Not enough on it. Still in. Southwestern Christian clears it. Due to Faculo. And Esteban coming way off her line to clear that. Good job by her, though, and she sends that up to Zamora. Again, looking for Mariana Barreto. And we're going to have one more substitution for CMU. That's going to be number 23, Daniela Machado. So Manuela Pollicini, number 2, number 11, Lacey Ann Murray, and number 23, Daniela Machado are all going to make their entrance into this second half. And I think that's Barreto over there on the far side. I think the official wanted to just come off on the far side and walk all the way around. The head official said, no, you need to come all the way off on this side. So she's going to trot on over. 3 substitutions as we just hit the 33-minute mark here in half number 2. We resume play. Zamora over to Kulu. Lacey Ann Murray, she had a goal in the first half coming off of the bench. Again, she's got a big cast on her right arm, so easy to identify out there. Policini. Witz tried to send one back to Machado, turned over though by the Eagles, so Southwestern Christian comes away with it. McKinley Lee. Ball's kicked out of bounds. It's going to be a Southwestern Christian throw in. Duda back to Zamora. Policini, a little bit of a breakaway. Lacey Ann Murray, a little bit too out and far in front. Southwestern Christian, good job of just clearing that. And Jessica Meda. We'll have one more substitution. It's going to be number 25, Jenna Brower. Entering the game for the Eagles, number 25, Jenna Brower. She replaces number 6, Cade Yamaguchi. Corner kick for CMU on the far sideline. Again, I don't have the best angle of it, so I think that's Stine Lee with the corner. It's going to be headed by Maida, and she knew she had it, but just a little bit too far off to the left, so that'll be a goal kick for Southwestern Christian. About 30 minutes left here. 4 first-half goals for CMU after an early blunder. Put them well out in front, and a goal by Mariana Barreto to start half number 2, just about 30 seconds in. CMU is cruising here in their home opener. If you guys are around on Labor Day weekend next week, we've got another home contest. We'll host the Missouri Baptist Spartans out of St. Louis. That's a 5 o'clock kickoff, so if you guys are out, come on out and hang out with us. Tim Crowley's always looking for people to visit with in the stands, so please come out. And that'll be a foul on number, I think that's number 18, Leah Patty. We'll have another substitution for Central, number 3, Renee Barrick. Renee, she's a graduate midfielder from Overland Park, Kansas, and she's actually a transfer from, believe it or not, Mid-America Nazarene University. So CMU knows her well, and she knows CMU well. Played in last year's Hart Conference Tournament Championship. Brower. Back to Zamora. Zamora's got to chase that one down. Again, a lot of possession for CMU, and Central really just looking to set up an offense to see if they can add their 6th goal of the evening. Lee. Deflected, but right to Lacey Ann Murray. Murray over to Jimenez. Jimenez got some space. Dribbles down the near sideline. Looking for Murray. Murray with it now. A nice fake out. Murray with the left foot. And got it. Lacey Ann Murray with a beautiful left-footed shot. And CMU leads 6-1 here at the 28-22 mark of half number 2. It's her 2nd goal of the day, 2nd goal of the season. And again, have a couple more substitutions for CMU. Number 3, Renee Barrick, and number 5, Emma Doyle. So Beautiful left-footed shot by Lacey Ann Murray. Lacey, a junior forward from Ocho Rios, Jamaica, transfer from Navarro College. I'm assuming that's Navarro College out of Texas. The people agree it is outside of Dallas, Texas, so there's your answer. CMU, Emma Doyle on the far sideline. Looks to send one in. She does, and another goal. I believe that's number 2, Manuela Pollicini. We'll see. We'll confirm with our statistician. Was it 3? I thought it was 2. I think that's number 2, Manuela Pollicini. Host of substitutions coming in. It's going to be number 20, Joya Maria Ozzie. She's going to replace number 4, Duda Faculo. So good day for CMU, really just up and down the lineup. (7-1) here in favor of Central. 27-21 left here in half number 2. Zamora over to Esteban. Brower. It's going to be a throw in for Southwestern Christian. If you guys are around, make sure you stay around because we've got men's soccer non-conference action coming up for you as the number 12 Central Methodist Eagles take on the William Woods University Owls out of Fulton, Missouri, which is just down the road, not too far. That game about 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one. Doyle over to Pollicini. Murray, nice move again. Too much traffic, though, and that ball's cleared. Not before it finds Zamora. And you know Zamora's looking for a goal. She gets to hang out on defense all day. Doyle over to Zamora. Zamora with a high kick cleared, though, by CMU. Not Zamora deflected. Good job by Lucio to clear that. couple more substitutions for Central and Southwestern Christian. Number 16, Lauren Berger, and number 8, Brooklyn Jimenez. Lauren Berger makes her second half appearance. She replaces number 9, Stine Lee, and number 8, Brooklyn Jimenez for Southwestern Christian comes on. Murray, over to Daniela Machado. Deflected. Ozzie, Joy Maria Ozzie. To Doyle. It's deflected. We'll see who they give it to. Tim says us, which would be Central Methodist, so that's what we'll go with. Doyle. Over to Murray. Ozzie. Machado. Thinks about a shot. Sends one in. Might have been looking for Doyle, but good job by Lucio just to corral that and prevent anything further. Jessica Meda giving chase. Southwestern Christian possession. Turned over there by Leah Patty, and Zamora's going to come away with it. Up to Berger. Quick passing back to Meda. Berger sends one in. Murray was right there, but just a little bit too far out to the side of the goal, so that'll just go out for a Southwestern Christian goal kick. Number 17, Devin Graham. She's going to be number 26 in your stats, though. Again, there's a few players with some different jersey numbers versus their stats numbers, but try to keep them straight for you guys as we go along this season. Berger over to Brower. Murray back to Brower. Little give and go. Brower still with it. Over to Polacini. Polacini to Murray. Murray looking for her third goal. Sends it over to Berger. Berger's going to have to chase it down here on the near sideline. And I can't see, but I assume it went out of bounds, and it'll be a CMU throw-in. People taller than me can tell me if that is correct, and I think it is. Just a little over 20 minutes left here. Half number 2, CMU, 3 second half goals, 4 in the first. And they were looking for Murray. Murray wants her third goal of the afternoon. Joy Maria Ozzie. High boot there by Machado. Official says play on. Meda. Over to Ozzie. Back to Esteban. Devin Graham up to Berger. Berger to Lacey Ann Murray. She's jumping not too happy with herself. She knows she had a little bit of a breakaway. Again, she's looking for her third goal of the afternoon, and she might get it. Still got 20 minutes left. Meta. That'll be a CMU Eagles throw in. Lauren Berger sends it into Pollicini. Pollicini over to Brower. Machado. Machado still with it. Turned over though, and Southwestern Christian's got a little bit of a breakaway. It's going to be number 16, Jessica Garcia. Garcia has a shot. A little bit tricky to handle for Esteban, but she corrals it, and I think that might just be the second shot on frame for Southwestern Christian this afternoon. So like I said, guys, if you're out and about, we've got a 3:30 kickoff for number 12 CMU men's soccer as they host William Woods University out of Fulton, Missouri. Game will kick off about 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one, so if you're out and about, come down and see us, or just check us out on cmueagles.com and the Hart Conference Network. Pollicini. Up to Emma Doyle. Emma Doyle with a little bit of space. She looks for Pollicini. Cleared by Southwestern Christian. Jessica Garcia. Good job by Brower to regain possession. Southwestern Christian back with it again, though. Garcia. Was looking for Abby Crispel. Machado comes away with it for Central. She's got some space. Murray, I think, wanted a little bit of a give and go on the near sideline, but they'll call a foul most likely on number 16, Jessica Garcia. Barrick. Over to Brower. Brower with a shot. Just past the post here. Good job by number 25, Jenna Brower. Just a little bit too much on the right side. Bit wide. No. Nope. 16:25 left here in half number 2. CMU cruising to their first win of 2023. They'll move to 1-1-0 on the year. Ozzie clears that. Doyle. Again, if you guys aren't able to watch the stream, you can find all happenings on cmueagles.com, or if you download the CMU Eagles app from the App Store, that'll give you all the live stats that you want, all the information for rosters, video streaming. Berger with it now. She's got Lacey Ann Murray. We'll see what she does. And juked out her defender, but it just hit the post here on the near side, and I think that'll be a goal kick for Southwestern Christian. But again, CMU, we're just looking for goal number 8 here as we wrap up the first home game of 2023. Ozzie. Machado. Over to Devin Graham. couple more substitutions. You're going to have 3 for Southwestern Christian. It's going to be number 21, number 13, and number 6. For number
18, 13 for 2.
For Central Methodist, it's going to be number 18, Abby Crispel.
16.
For Southwestern Christian, number 21, Riley Stanfield comes on. I believe so did Leah Patty. I think she also came back on.
Hey, Claire, since you're going to do a lot of these, we need to get you a piece of paper and a pencil. And just write them down. Everybody gets in today.
So looking at the schedule coming up for CMU, they're going to travel a great distance just down the road to Fulton, Missouri. They'll take on William Woods at 5 o'clock on, I think that's Wednesday, August 30th, and they'll return home for 3 straight home games. They'll start with Missouri Baptist on September 4th, as Polacini has possession over to Berger. Berger with Murray.
Okay. They're good to go? Perfect.
CMU's got some space. And shot is deflected. See if she has another crack at it.
We're good.
And just wide of the mark. It's going to be number 18, Abby Crispel. 18.
Say it in Spanish, Natalie. Yeah, see, that's 10 and 8. How do you say 18? Is there a way to do it? Isn't there a way to do it?
That is the way to do it.
Not like 14, I mean, that's 14.
Crispel.
Instead of 10 and 4.
There's only certain ones like it
Okay.
has like.
But I know very little about Spanish, so I'm going to try and learn. Spanish lesson class.
Esteban. To Jenna Brower. Murray. Murray's going to be fun to watch. Murray looking for Berger, but
I was thinking DA is like 10.
Berger, I think, was probably offside, so she came back, and then just a little bit of a miscommunication, not quite in the right spot. And ball's going to be sent high. CMU again maintains possession. So like I said, 3 straight home games after Central heads out on the road for a quick visit to William Woods. They'll host Missouri Baptist on September 4th. That's a Monday. John Brown will come to town I believe they're out of Arkansas. That'll be a 1 o'clock kickoff on September 9th. And they'll call offsides on Berger, and that is the case. And then they'll wrap their non-conference slate with a home game versus Campbellsville. That'll be a 5 o'clock kickoff on September 12th, and then they'll start conference play. They'll head up to Mount Mercy on September 16th, and then they'll return home to host Baker. So a lot of good matches coming up. That'll be the same conference schedule for the men, so a lot of doubleheaders coming up. So just a little over 10 minutes remaining here in Central's home opener, as they are cruising. Say 7 goals, 4 in the first half, 3 in the second. Again, with a team that's got 19 newcomers and just 8 returners, I figure there'd be a little bit of growing pains. And I'm sure there will be, but CMU looks pretty good in their first game at home of 2023. Polacini, Machado, Murray, Murray with it now. Or Machado. Not enough, though. So quick stats as we look. CMU, 24 shots, 13 of those on goal. 3 corners, 2 offsides, 5 fouls. They've held Southwestern Christian just to 2 shots. Both of those shots coming on goal. Their goalkeeper's been busy today, making 6 saves. Against 13 shots on goal, so it has been a busy and eventful match for both sets of Eagles. Berger. That goes out on Southwestern Christian, so that'll go the way of CMU. Machado. Over to Devin Graham. Mera.
Why is the fan not moving anymore? The fan. Why is it not moving? You didn't want moving on you? Just turn so it goes behind you. There you go, right there. Whoa. There you go.
A little over 7.5 minutes left. Berger. Over to Machado. Back to Berger. Berger, a lot of space. Finds Brower and Murray. And I think they'll call offsides. It was either offsides or a foul. So I think it'll be a foul because they'll take a free kick from about the 15. So foul on number 11, Lacey and Murray. Throw in for Southwestern Christian. Murray. CMU's got a little bit of a counter. Barrick. Dribbles over to the far sideline. Looking for Jenna Brower. Little give and go. Barrick. Runs into a wall, and I think they're going to call a foul, and they do. Number 12, Haley Tillinson with a foul on Barrick, so CMU's going to get the opportunity to send a ball into the box. Free kick comes in. And a collision in the box, and Lucio is down for Southwestern Christian. She's up, which is good. 4.5 minutes left here in second half. Southwestern Christian, they'll move to 0-2 on the year. And CMU is going to improve to 1-1. Ozzy does a good job just to get that back to Esteban. So Colombo will get the win in this one as she started the game in the first 45. Lucio will pick up the loss. Barrick sends it to Brower. She's got folks in front of her. Peterson. Murray over to Berger. Nice give and go. Berger sends one in, but right to Lucio. That'll be another shot on goal and a save for Southwestern Christian. SWC looking to get something here as we close this game out. Just a little over 3 minutes remaining. Turnover, though. Pollicini. Berger to Machado. Over to Devin Graham. Sends it to Esteban. Back to Graham. Graham over to Pollicini. Murray. She's got some space. Looking for Brower. Cleared, though, by number 4, Julio Ticazelli. Brower. Job by Riley Stanfield to come in and gain possession for Southwestern Christian. Maddie Crone. Over to Tillinson. Crone. Estrella Guerrero with it now. A little under 2 minutes remaining here. Machado gains possession for CMU. Esteban up to Meda. Devin Graham, and CMU is just looking to send that ball up the sideline. Maintain possession as they close this out. Just a little over 90 seconds remaining. Murray. Back to Meda. Murray.
Remaining.
1 minute left here in regulation. Just a little over 20 seconds left here. So we'll start our countdown at 10 seconds and we'll wrap this thing up. Get you ready for the men's game.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
So that's going to do it here from Davis Field for the women's home opener. Central Methodist, the number 10 team in the country, comes away with a 7-1 victory over Southwestern Christian. If you all remember, it was a 4-1 victory last year in the home opener. Give you guys some quick stats, and then we'll get you set up for the men's game. CMU finishes the afternoon with 25 total shots, 14 of those coming on goal, compared to just 2 shots and 2 shots on goal for Southwestern Christian. Lucio, a busy day in goal for SWC as she picks up 7 saves, but not before giving up 7 goals on 14 shots on goal. And Central's offensive power was just too much to overcome. Max De Armas Colombo's going to pick up the victory for CMU as she just gave up the opening goal of the match and Candela Blanco Esteban will finish off the match in the second 45. So goals from Kate Yamaguchi, Celine Witt, and then a pair of goals, braces for Manuela Polacini and Lacey Ann Murray, and then Jessica Meda. All three of those folks coming off the bench. So that's going to do it here for CMU Women's Soccer here on the Hart Conference Network. CMU improves to 1-1-0, while Southwestern Christian drops to 0-2-1. We've got CMU Men's Soccer coming up for you in about 30 minutes here on the Hart Conference Network. Final score here from Davis Field. Number 10, CMU knocks off Southwestern Christian 7-1. We'll be back, guys. You have been listening to CMU Eagles Women's Soccer here on the Hart Conference Network.